Afternoon, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Thanks for joining us on the Future Developments Facebook and YouTube pages this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. How the devil is everyone doing? Is everyone ready to see some fantastic demonstrations of pink magic? Way! I'm joined by the lovely Kirsty for the next 60 minutes. Kirsty is going to be my chief assistant when it comes to getting all the giveaways. And we're not even doing any giveaways, are we? This is Facebook and YouTube. So we've got no giveaways. What I'm going to tell you to do instead is go onto the website, futuredevelopments.shop. Have a look at all of the gifts, or the giveaways, the discounts and the offers that we've got on at the moment. We're in the middle of the summer, so we've got a summer sale going on at the moment. So go and get yourself involved. Kirsty, what camera am I looking at?
Well, this is YouTube, this is Facebook.
So I'll just go a bit cross-eyed.
Yeah.
I'll try and look at both. Let's do this one instead. Right, so for the next 60 minutes, we're going to be here to talk about the PINKMAGIC family. We're going to be talking about screen wash. What's underneath screen wash, Kirsty? I can't see on that piece of paper.
Scratch pen.
And the scratch pen as well. So we've got a load of products for you to have a look at this afternoon. I'm going to start with PINKMAGIC. I don't even need to bring it into the shop because it's already there. Look at that. The beauty of going landscape. Now, PINKMAGIC is a stain remover, but it is the best antibacterial multi-surface cleaner that I personally have ever come across. It kills 99.99% of all germs, bacteria, and viruses in 1 minute. So what that means is that my smelly dog bed here that's riddled with bacteria, it's the bacteria that's causing the bad smells in these sort of fabrics and upholsteries. So we know when you've got a funky smelling trainer, it's not your foot that smells, it's the bacteria and the fungus that's in those trainers and in your socks, and maybe even on your feet as well, that's causing those bad smells. So it's the bacteria that needs reducing, and it's the bacteria that's going to be reduced and reduce the smell in there as well, which is why I have a lovely dog bed here so we can show you. So I would just literally spray my dog bed quite liberally, as you can see.
I think with your own pets as well, you just become used to what they smell
You
like,
go
so
nose
you
blind,
don't really
you?
know.
So you don't even think, you don't walk into the house and think, oh, it smells like dog in here. You think, it
Yeah.
smells like Henry, or whatever your dog's called. And then, yeah, so I've just given that a good old spray. Then if I leave that for a minute, I know that in that 1 minute, the levels of bacteria in this dog bed are going to be reduced. And because they've been reduced, that means that in turn, the levels and the smells are going to be reduced in there as well. So I know now that I can put my dog back in this bed, obviously, once it's dry. And I know that my dog is going to be smelling nice. The bacteria in the dog bed is going to be reduced, and therefore this dog bed is not going to smell any longer, because that is the thing that causes the smells. It's the bacteria. It's not the actual dog itself. It's not the dog hair. It's the bacteria and the fungus that's causing those bad smells. Same with trainers. So do you know what? I'm going to take my trainer off here, and I'm going to.
Is it going to smell? You're going to stink out the studio?
It doesn't smell that bad, to be honest with you. I did actually clean these despite the state of them. So that doesn't smell the greatest, that trainer. So all I'll do is come in there with a bit of PINKMAGIC.
Yeah.
And I know that in a minute, the bacteria in that smell is going to be reduced. And because the smell has been reduced in it, because the bacteria has been reduced, the smell is going to be reduced. And it's also going to be leaving a nice Japanese cherry blossom scent that we get with our PINKMAGIC. Now, as well as being an antibacterial multi-surface cleaner, it also gets rid of stains just as well as our BLUEMAGIC counterpart does. So I'm just going to spray my trainer here because it could do with a good old clean. I was at a festival this weekend in white shoes. Don't ask why.
What?
I mean, to be fair, I was working there, but.
Oh.
So then I've just gone in with a good old spray here. That was the uniform, which is a bit mad. So you can see here, I've just come in with a good old liberal spray of PINKMAGIC onto the side of my trainer here. And then you can see how well those stains have actually been removed. In comparison to what it looked like a minute ago, I've just sprayed it on, I've left it for a second, and I've just wiped. And look how well that's come off. There's a little pen stain here at the top. I'm just going to see if I can get that off as well, because I might as well, seeing as I've got the stain remover. And there we go. Look at that. Do you know what? Just because I've done one side of the train, I'm just going to do the other side. I might as well do the other side.
Just leave.
I mean, I might as well do my other one as well, to be fair. But I'll do that one when the live's finished. So here we go.
Smells nice as well. I can smell it from here.
This is what I mean. We've got a nice Japanese cherry blossom fragrance on there. And then all of those stains that you could see on those trainers previously, they've now been removed because what PINKMAGIC does, similar to the BLUEMAGIC, is because it's a stain remover, it gets underneath the stains and it breaks down the stains. And because it's breaking down those stains, it allows you to wipe away the stains so much easier if you were to use one of the normal, stain removers where you might have to leave it on there for a bit. And then come back to it in 10-15 minutes, because the antibacterial sprays that you get in the shops at the moment, whether it's a high street one, you've got it from a supermarket, if you have a look on the back of those bottles, they'll tell you to leave the spray on for 3, 5 or 10 minutes once you've sprayed it on. And I don't know about you, but I've not got 10 minutes to be waiting to be trying to clean up the kitchen. For example, a baby's high chair. Oh, I've just broken the high chair. There we go. So a baby's high chair. Parents, we know how hard it is. I've got a 3-year-old, so I know how much of a nightmare it is and how often I would end up cleaning these high chairs on a day-to-day basis. Now, before working here, I had no idea that you actually had to leave the sprays on, like I've just said, for 3, 5 or 10 minutes to actually let the antibacterial properties take place. Because if you don't, the chances are what you've done is you've sprayed it, you've just wiped it off straight away, and then the high chair is still going to look like this. So you can see all of the germs, all of the dirt, whether this is a sneeze, it could be a cough. Your child could have been touching all of the surfaces at nursery and they've come home, you've not washed the hands yet. And then this is how the high chair is going to be looking. Don't know if anybody's ever done baby-led weaning before, but you know how much of a pain that can be when it's coming to making sure that your areas are antibacterialized, because you know that your kids are going to be trying to touch and eat off every single surface that they can possibly find. Yeah. So all I would do here is come in with some PINKMAGIC spray, give it a good old liberal spray, and then I'll leave that for just a minute.
Do you know a lot of people will only use like baby wipes on high chairs as well?
That's not going to do anything. So as I've shown you before, whilst the chair might look clean and it might look nice and shiny on the surface, get a blue light over it and you will see the germs and the bacteria and the viruses that are living and harbouring on these surfaces. And you just think because it looks clean, it might just be clean. It's like your bathrooms and your toilets, for example. Your toilets might be clean, but you're not realising the amount of germs and bacteria and viruses that are living on those surfaces. Because you look at it and you're thinking, oh yeah, that's a clean toilet. In actual fact, it is not. It is covered in germs. And especially if you're not using an antibacterial surface cleaner, or you are, but you're not leaving it for a minute, this are the kind of problems that you're going to come up against. So you might think that your high chair is clean, then you might put food back on the high chair for your child to eat because you don't want to give them plates and they're doing the baby-led weaning, as I've mentioned. And then once you've done that, you're coming back to it and you're realising, oh, my child's sick. Why is my child sick? My child is sick because I've not properly antibacterialised their high chair. I know antibacterialised isn't a word, I've made it up. And it is staying. It is a word here at Future Developments in Stoke. So we're trying to get it all across the world. Kirsty, thank you, darling. Have a look. So you can see with just a minute, all of the germs, all of the bacteria, they've all been sort of broken down and they've been reduced and they've been killed by the PINKMAGIC. So you know now that if you were to use this spray on your high chairs, you leave it for a minute, you know that you can put whatever food it is back onto this high chair because it's certified food safe, isn't it, Kirsty?
Yep.
So because it's certified, it's not just food safe, it's certified food safe. Yeah. So because of that, you know that you can put your food, whatever it is, back onto the high chair, and then you can just leave it. You don't even need to use plates if you don't want to anymore. Save yourself some time washing up.
Then it all ends up on the floor though.
Exactly, then it all ends up on the floor, which is a nightmare.
Yeah.
So as I was talking about kids before, kids when they sort of start to crawl around on the floor, they're touching things, they're touching all of the surfaces that you've got in your house. You don't necessarily have to kind of spray and wipe with the PINKMAGIC. So let's bring in Magic the Bear, because I don't know about you, Kirsty. How old are your kids?
6 and 9.
So do they still have teddies and blankets and stuff?
Yeah, blankets. My youngest has a little blanket that she's had since.
My son is 3 years old and he will not let me wash his blanket. I have to take it off when he sleeps and put it in the wash, and then he'll get it back and he's like, Daddy, what have you done?
They know.
Like, they know. It's like, this doesn't smell like me anymore. What have you done? So we know it can be a pain to get rid of your, you'll take the blankets and teddy bears and toys off of kids to wash them. In that instance and scenario, what you could do, is get yourself a bottle of PINKMAGIC and just spray. You could just spray any toys, any upholsteries, any fabrics, any blankets that you might have, and then you can just leave it. And you can leave it for a minute, and you're going to know that Magic the Bear is now been antibacterialized, so it doesn't matter where he's been. It could have been out in the park, he's fallen in some mud, he's fallen wherever he might have even fallen down the toilet. If you take him out, you dry him, and then you spray it with some antibacterial spray, we can then leave that to dry. And then I know that when little Frederick is putting Magic the Bear in his mouth, I know that he's not going to have picked up any of the germs, any of the nasties, anything sort of around the house. Because these teddy bears, they go everywhere with these kids, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
My kid takes his blanket everywhere with him.
Yeah, my little girl.
He has to take it to the toilet, and I'm like, what for?
Yeah.
What do you need your blanket in the toilet for? So you're not going to use it to wipe your bum, so you don't. Let's just leave it outside, shall we? Let's just
Thing is, you
leave
can't
it.
keep putting them in the washing machine either, because they start losing the colour and the texture.
Which is the good
And they
thing
have
about
them
this
for
as
years,
well.
don't they? Just that
Exactly.
one. Well, my little girl's 6, nearly 7, and she's still got hers.
Oh wow.
I know.
So because there are no bleaches, caustics, acids and solvents in PINKMAGIC, what Kirsty was talking about there, about the, the colour being removed from your fabrics, that's not going to happen because it's the bleaches that removes the colours from your fabrics, isn't it, Kirsty?
Yeah.
So because there aren't any bleaches in there, your whatever fabric it is that you're using, it might be a bit of carpet, it might be a cushion, it might even be the dog beds or the teddy bear that I've just shown you.
Yeah.
Your colour are going to stay the exact same because it's not going to be removing any of those colourings. Might do a carpet demonstration because we were just talking about removing sort of the bleaches, or the fact that there's no bleaches, it's not going to remove any of the colour. So let's show you some light carpet. We're going to go in with the nation's favourite condiments here. We've got some ketchup, we've got mustard. What else should I put on there? Where's my good old trusty barbecue sauce? Right, so just going to come in with some barbecue sauce. Now, the reason that we do these demonstrations is to show you, the consumer, how well PINKMAGIC works as a stain remover, as well as being a 99.99%. Well, it removes 99.9% of all germs, bacteria, and viruses. Now, because of that, we want to show you how well it also gets rid of stain removing, or how well it gets rid of stains on your fabrics, because it's not just antibacterial, it does also have the same stain removing properties as BLUEMAGIC does. And it also comes with a nice Japanese cherry blossom scent.
It does. Why don't we say 100% then?
So there is no lab in the world that will claim that your products can kill 100% of bacteria.
Yeah.
Reason why is because within the last 15 minutes since we've been on the live, there have probably hundreds of new variants of, that's the word I was looking for before, variants. Hundreds of different variants of sort of bacteria, germs and viruses found. There are probably hundreds found every day.
Yeah.
So because they are found every day, if we were to tell you today that it kills 100% of viruses, germs and bacteria in a minute, we couldn't necessarily make that claim tomorrow because we don't know. We've not tested our product to ensure that it does kill 100% of all of those germs, bacteria and viruses. So we say 99.99% to be on the safe side. And we also have had it tested to a lot of BSEN standards. If you have a look on our website, you can see what they've actually been tested to. Website is futuredevelopments.shop. You'll be able to find all of the bargains that we've got, all of the products that you can see on display at the moment are available on our shop. And you can have a look at the discounts that we've got on there as well. We've got a summer sale, so go and get involved. Right, so I've just put some Ribena on the carpet here. I'm just going to come in with some Coke Zero.
You can get 2 bottles of the PINKMAGIC concentrated for £22, and that'll take you over, so you get free delivery.
Look at that. Yeah,
Anything over £15.
I was going to say £15, isn't it, in the shop?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you spend £15 in the TikTok shop, you're getting free delivery as well. So it was, I don't know, £15. What did you just say that deal was?
£22 for 2 of the pink concentrated.
So £22, that's getting you 100 bottles of the PINKMAGIC if you're using the 2 concentrated bottles there. So what, £22? What's that, 22 pence a bottle it's working out at?
Yeah.
You are not getting an antibacterial multi-surface cleaner with stain removing properties as well, anywhere on the market for 22 pence. We're giving you 100 bottles for £22. Do the maths, it works out in your favour. it's a no-brainer for me, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Why
it
would you
is.
keep going to a shop and spending £3-4 every time on your antibacterial products, and then your stain removing properties, or stain removing products, sorry,
Yeah.
when you can get one bottle that has it all in there? You're getting rid of your stains, you're getting rid of your bacteria in there, and it's killing all of those viruses as well. So it's getting rid of all of the smells. So red wine, for example, this is a good one actually, because red wine, as well as it's staining, it leaves that strong smell in your carpet as well. Now, as I keep going on, because Pink Magic gets rid of all of your germs, bacteria and viruses, and it's the bacteria that causes the smells, if the levels of bacteria in your carpet is being reduced and the levels of red wine in your carpet are being reduced, that smell is also going to be reduced as well. And because it has a Japanese cherry blossom scent to it, we're going to be left with a nice scent at the end of it as well, aren't we, Kirsty?
You are.
So what we're going in with next, let's do a bit of green food.
Because depending on the stain, like you say, like red wine, it just lingers, doesn't it, in the carpet?
Exactly, that smell.
Even if you got rid of the stain, you can still smell it. And curry as well. Curry stains.
Curry stinks.
Yeah.
Is it, where's the curry? Have you still got one? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use that one. That looks like
I think it's well past...
well past its sell-by date, that one. What else should we go in with? Let's go in with... So I've just put some green food colouring on there to emulate grass stains as we're in football season. It's also cricket season as well, isn't it? So everyone loves doing a knee slide on the carpets, or knee slide on the grass and then coming in and trying to sit down on your surfaces. Could you imagine if you've got cream sofas and somebody's come to try and sit on your sofas with a bum full of grass stains or knees full of grass stains? You would not be happy. And then lastly, I'm going to go in with a bit of mascara.
You wouldn't even get to the sofa because I wouldn't let them through the front door.
They'd be tackled before they even got into the living room, wouldn't they? And then I've just got a bit of mascara on there as well. Now, the reason why I've done this is I want to show you how well the Pink Magic is going to get rid of your stains in your carpet too and all of your upholsteries. As well as being antibacterial, it's a great stain remover too. Watch this. So I'm just going to use the one directional nozzle that we have, and I'm just going to spray all the way down the middle of my nice little stain bow that I've made here. Stain bow is a phrase coined by Future Development. If you would like to use it, please do get in touch. So you can see as I'm just coming down the middle of all of these stains, you can actually see that some of them are already starting to remove themselves without any kind of agitation or anything like that, and just a good old spray. You can see how some of these stains have come off. So look at the top, we've got your barbecue sauce, your ketchup, your mustard, and what was that one? The red one was Ribena, I think. And you can see how well those have already come off. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to come in with my fingers and agitate those stains and agitate the Pink Magic into those stains and into the carpet. Now, the reason why I'm agitating is because this is what you would obviously do with your scrubbing brush or whatever cloth it is that you're using to clean the carpet. Now I can see here already that one of these stains is going to be a little bit harder than the rest of them to come up. This is the shoe polish. So if that is the case, what you could do is just come again with a bit more Pink Magic. You could come with a concentrated solution of Pink Magic, or you could just increase the dilution of what it is that you're doing, or what it is that you're using, sorry. All of the demonstrations that we do on the YouTube, the Facebook and the TikTok, we use the lowest dilution that we have, which is 10:1. So if you're using a stronger dilution, then you can imagine how well the stains are in fact going to be removed just by using the Pink Magic. Now you can see I'm using my fingers as well. Now I'm happy to use my fingers for these demonstrations because Pink Magic doesn't have any caustics, acids, solvents and bleaches in there. I know that I can use this on my skin and it's not going to sort of bring me out in any lesions. It's not going to cause any sort of damage to my skin. So if you've got sensitive skin, this could be the perfect product for you to use, because a lot of them tell you to sort of keep away from skin, and that's because of the property, the products that they've got in there. They're all, it's a lot of bleaches and solvents and caustics, which obviously isn't good for your skin.
Nope.
So once I have agitated my stains in, I'm just going to come and wipe down the middle.
So if the stain had been on the carpet a bit longer, you can use the more concentrated.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you've got more of an ingrained stain on there, for example, so let's say you've had a wine or dinner party the night before, then you've come downstairs and you've realised that somebody spilled a glass of red wine all over your carpet. That would probably be the best reason for me to use it overnight or not even necessarily, when we say overnight, I don't know, 8 to 10 hours, what
Yeah.
you could do is you could spray it on and then you could agitate it in, as I'll show you in just a sec. I'm going to spray a lot on this one here. And then I'm going to come in, and then once I've agitated in that stain, you can see it's coming out into a nice foamy texture and consistency here. This foam, it dries to almost a salt-like crystal consistency. What you can then do is, instead of sort of scrubbing away, you could agitate the stain, you could agitate the PINKMAGIC into the stain, and then you can see how well those have all come off. So obviously the oil hasn't necessarily come off as well as we might like it to. So what I'm actually going to do here is come in with a bottle of our concentrated solution. And I'm just going to drop it on directly like so. Let's just put another one on there. Just because. And then I'm going to come in and agitate away again.
Even if you just left it on.
Exactly,
It would just go to salt consistency, wouldn't it, for you
could,
to?
yeah, you could leave it on, but I kind of agitate because I like the foam.
Oh, yeah.
I like to see the foam because I feel like if I see foam, I think it's doing more,
something.
and it's
Yeah.
actually breaking down those stains as well. And then, so this foam-like crystal consistency that you can see, it will dry. And then you could literally come back in the morning and hoover it up. And then once you've hoovered it up, you should be able to see that it's left all of those stains, it's removed all of those stains, and it's brought it back to its natural colour. Now you can see there is a bit of, the carpet's gone a bit lighter. That's only because it is drying. Once that is dried, that is going to go back to its normal colour.
Yeah.
And that is how easy it is to remove stains using the PINKMAGIC multi-surface cleaner. 99.99% of all germs, bacteria and viruses killed in 1 minute. So I know now this carpet is going to smell absolutely tremendous because the bacteria levels have been reduced and it's been replaced with a Japanese cherry blossom fragrance, which is, if I do say so myself, very nice.
It is.
Very, very nice.
Oh, Mark's watching. He says, looking good, buddy.
Oh, thanks very much, Mark. Very hot. I might go and open the door. Bear with.
It is.
It is.
I don't know if there's any airflow
Probably isn't.
outside.
There never is. There we go. We've done it. Right. What are we doing next? We've just done PINKMAGIC on a dog bed, on the carpet, and on a high chair. What about your bins? Bins are always nasty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because bins, as we all know, harbour germs like no one's business. If anything, some bins are probably the dirtiest places in your house. Instead of, you might think your toilet might be the dirtiest place. I personally think it could be your bin, because the amount of people that, you touch in the bins, they're using the hands to be touching chicken, raw chicken, they're prepping food. There might be eggs and salmonella everywhere.
Yeah.
So then, as a result, your bins look like this. You're coming in.
Yeah.
We turn the lights off, but Kirsty's got the tripod, so she can't necessarily do that at the moment. So we can see all of the germs, all of the handprints on the lids of the bins, and then some fool has decided to throw chicken in there, but they've actually missed the bin. So as a result, all the chicken has then just
Gone
dripped down
everywhere.
the side of the bin. It's leaving it nice for the next person to use. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to change the nozzle to the spray, and I'm just going to give it a good old liberal spray of PINKMAGIC. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it for 1 minute, because it takes a minute to kill 99.99% of all germs, bacteria and viruses. Do you know what? Let's go over to the wall.
Yeah.
Whilst we're waiting for that to take effect, I'm going to take you to the wall and I'm going to show you. This is the PINKMAGIC concentrated bottle. One of these bottles will make 50 PINKMAGIC bottles. Now I do think that is 50 there.
There is 50
I've
there.
not counted them. Kirsty's counted them, so Kirsty is rest assured that there are 50 there. And like we say, look, it removes dirt and tough stains. So you've just seen me get rid of all of those stains in the carpet, the waxy oil, the shoe polish. If it's getting rid of shoe polish on carpet, then imagine what it's going to do for your clothes, your upholsteries. It eliminates harmful microbes. This is what we were saying about the 99.99% of bacteria and germs on hard surfaces in 60 seconds. That, is, for me, is the kicker. That's the selling point. You don't have to wait for 3 minutes, don't have to wait for 5 minutes, no 10-minute waits here. You spray on, you leave it for a minute, and you come back and you know that 99.99% of those germs, bacteria have been killed. Leaves a fresh, uplifting scent. It does indeed, because it's getting rid of the levels of bacteria and it is replacing it with the Japanese cherry blossom scent, which, if I do say so myself, is incredibly good. And then it's perfect for homes, offices and commercial spaces. So once we've finished with this, I'm going to show you the wipes that we've got. The PINKMAGIC wipes are honestly an absolute game changer. If you
Yeah.
work in an office, these are the wipes that you need, because I used to work in an office and I cannot tell you, when we used to have the hot desk, so when I've got a different desk every day basically, the amount of people that I'd see coughing, sneezing into the hands, then they're touching the mice, they're touching the keyboards, they're touching the desks, all those surrounding areas are going to be covered in germs. So instead of having a bottle of PINKMAGIC, I could use these wipes, and I know that I'm going to be able to clean my desk and get rid of all those germs in a minute. Now, let's go back to the bin.
Back to the bin.
So back to the bin, that's been there for well over a minute now. I've been waffling for more than a minute. So I'm just going to come back in and wipe away my bin. Just give that a good old wipe at the front too. And then if we come back in, Kirsty, you coming in? And let's have a butcher's. And look at that, you can see the levels of bacteria they're now gone. They've all been reduced, and all those germs, bacteria and viruses have been killed. So look, obviously there's still a bit of stains there, but that's because I didn't actually spray that bit. I sprayed the bin, the lid of the bin, then I sprayed the actual body of the bin itself. Now, if you've got smelly things inside your bin, and you're realising that every time you open your bin, there's that funky smell. It might be rotten food, rotten vegetables if you've not got a food bin. Even if you do have a food bin, this is probably a great product for you as well, because food bins smell at the best of times, let alone in the summer. So again, because of the levels of bacteria in that, and as well the rotten food, just give the bin a good old spray. Spray it with some PINKMAGIC, and then the levels of bacteria in that bin are getting reduced. And because the levels of bacteria are being reduced, therefore the smells are being reduced, because like I've said, it is this bacteria that causes the bad smells in your items, whether it's a funky trainer, whether it may be a bin, whether it's a toilet, anything that you think smells funny. Do you know what it is actually? Football shirts. Football shirts, the material that they're made out of, like sports clothes, for some reason, even when you do wash them, they still have that kind of funky, bit of a musty smell to them. Yeah, I know what you mean. Personally, what I would do in that situation, get a cap full of a PINKMAGIC solution and put it in the top of the washing machine, because as well as being a good stain remover, it's also going to be killing those bacteria in there as well. So even on a 30-degree wash, you're still going to be able to kill all of the germs and bacteria that are causing the bad smells in those football shirts, because you might put it back on and think, is it me that smells like that? Why does this shirt smell like this? It is the bacteria that is harbouring in that shirt that is causing those bad smells. So get yourself a bottle of PINKMAGIC, get it in your washing machine. You can spray it on your clothes directly as a pre-wash. Do you know what? I'm going to show you that in a minute. You can get it on your clothes as a pre-wash, and you're going to be getting rid of all of those levels of bacteria. We're reducing those levels of bacteria and replacing it with a Japanese cherry blossom scent. So, should I do a shirt demonstration?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've seen the antibacterial properties and how well it gets rid of the germs in your items. Let's do it on a shirt, because it does work as a pre-treatment for shirts as well. So like I was saying, all of the levels of bacteria in the shirts, they're going to get reduced, and they're going to be reduced because it's killing 99.99% of all of the germs, bacteria and viruses in 1 minute. Now, where is the ink? Where's the other one gone? Bear with me, should never turn you back to the audience, but here we are.
How rude.
I know. I know everyone wants to see this beautiful face, but I can't find the other polish, not the polish, sorry, the other, whatchamacallit, other ink. Let's just do beetroot instead. That'll be fine, won't it? So here we have some beetroot. Now beetroot was actually used back in the day to dye clothes. As well as being used to dye clothes, it was also used as a blusher, wasn't it? That's the one I was looking for.
Yeah, blusher.
Used as a blusher for makeup. So if you ever run out, ladies, of some red blusher, get yourself some beetroot, slap it on your chops.
Make sure it's not
and you're
pickled.
good to go. Yeah, oh yeah, make sure it's not pickled beetroot though, because you don't want to smell of pickled beetroot all day, do you? It's not a very nice smell, beetroot, at the best of times. Right, so I've just got in with a bit of beetroot here. What else? No, let's just leave it at the beetroot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my PINKMAGIC as a pre-wash. Just going to start to fill that up. And what I'm going to do is, if I have a blue PINKMAGIC spray, is use this as a pre-wash. So where you might look at this shirt and think, oh yeah, that's a ruined shirt. We've even got a bit of beetroot on there itself. Nice. You might think, yeah, this shirt is ruined. Like, look at those stains. Those stains are not coming out of this shirt. And I must say, it stinks as well. The beetroot, the
really
smell is
strong.
killing me. Oh, goodness me. I mean, it's a good job I've got a product like PINKMAGIC that's going to get rid of those smells, isn't it?
I know.
So, using this as a pre-wash, all I would do is come in and I'm just going to spray. I'm literally just going to spray directly onto my stains and I'm going to see how well this PINKMAGIC works as a stain remover. Now, my son had a big stain on the back of his shirt, I was saying before, wasn't I? I don't know how he managed to get ink on the back of his shirt. It was like there as well. So how he's managed to get ink here, I had no idea, but I thought, right, I've got some BLUEMAGIC here, I'm getting rid of that stain. I used it as a pre-wash. I literally sprayed the stain directly onto it. Just give it a little scrub just to sort of agitate this, agitate the BLUEMAGIC into the stain. And literally, I put it in with my whites and it came out like it was a brand new t-shirt.
And do you know what as well?
I was so impressed.
The paints that they use in nursery and school, they say that they're supposed to be washable.
They lie. The nurseries are lying to us all. They
honestly,
do not.
Until I used the pink and the BLUEMAGIC, it was the only thing that ever removed that paint.
It's awful, isn't it? Right, so there we go. Just going to give it another good spray on the other side. And then I'm just going to drop it in to a bowl of cold water on its own. There was no sort of other, any products in there. There's no PINKMAGIC in there. It's literally just PINKMAGIC on the shirt as a pre-wash and then some cold water. And you can see that the colour of this is already starting to change. And then all I'm doing is I'm just agitating. I'm pretending I'm a washing machine.
Any stains that the PINKMAGIC won't get out?
So the only stains that we say PINKMAGIC isn't going to remove, there are 3. Now, we have nail polish. Nail polish is because you have to get acetone to remove nail polish and nail gel, whatever it is. I don't do my nails, so I wouldn't know. Then we have high gloss paint. Now, high gloss paint, you need either white spirit or sort of a paint thinner or stripper to get rid of that. And then chewing gum as well, because chewing gum is a whole different kettle of fish when it comes to stain removing. You've got to freeze it and then chisel it off and all that fun stuff. And we're not claiming that BLUEMAGIC is going to remove chewing gum out of your clothes. So please don't claim that we've said that. I can see how the water is starting to change colour. Well, it already has changed colour here, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah.
And now, as if by magic, how's that shirt looking, Kirsty?
Spotless.
Spotless. Look at that in comparison to my white shirt.
Yeah.
And that is the stain removing properties of PINKMAGIC. I can't believe how well that's actually come out. In such little time as well, because that was a lot of beetroot there that I put on there as well. There was a point where I thought, oh, am I going a bit gung-ho here with the beetroot? Is this in fact going to come off? But of course it's going to come off, because we have 100% confidence in all of the products that Future Development has to offer. Where's my wipes? Oh, here we go. Here's the wipe that I mentioned before. So if you work in an office, if you work in, I don't know, anywhere where you work, where you're touching surfaces a lot of the time, and you're touching surfaces that other people are going to be touching on a day-to-day basis, this is genuinely the product that you need. I was at a petrol station the other day, and the man in front of me got out of his car. As he got out of his car, he turned around and he went straight into his hands. And then I thought, brilliant, you're about to touch that pump that I'm going to have to use now.
Thank
and
you.
I genuinely could not have wanted this wipe anymore if I tried, because this wipe is 100% bamboo, soaked in PINKMAGIC solution. So look how big that wipe is as well. So that's a nice big durable wipe that's not going to rip when you're trying to sort of wipe down your surfaces. As you know, there are some wipes that you can get the antibacterial ones. You wipe them you use it, and they rip. They start to break apart. But because this is 100% bamboo, and obviously bamboo is a very tough material, these are incredibly durable. And as well as being durable, they're 100% environmentally friendly because they're made of 100% bamboo. Now, as I was saying before about the petrol station scenario, all I would have had to do is get my wipe, just wipe down the pump, and then I know that I'm comfortable, and I know that this is going to have antibacterialized that petrol pump, and I'm not going to have to share Mr. Man's sneezes germs, because who wants that? Nobody wants to have to share germs. I feel like no one learned anything over COVID. Nobody washes their hands anymore.
Do you know what?
It's outrageous.
During COVID, I was petrified of using the self-checkouts.
For sure.
I still don't like using them now because
Me neither, to be
they
fair.
just breathe
Cash
germs
machines.
to-
When you have
Yeah.
to put your PIN number in.
Yeah.
I use my knuckle. I either
Yeah.
use my knuckle or sometimes I use my car key. Lifts.
Yes.
Lifts. Think about your lifts. Everywhere you're going, people are touching these surfaces. People are coughing into their hands. They're touching door handles. They're touching the buttons on the lift. I don't know. It might be even getting in a taxi. You might want to wipe the handle of the taxi. Do you know what? I feel like the more that I talk about this, the more I'm like,
You think of everything,
have
don't
I
you?
got a bit of a problem? because there are so many surfaces that you come across on a day-to-day basis that you're like,
I think we
how
all
many
think
people
like
have
that.
touched these things? Like,
No,
it's
I know.
not nice. Trolleys in supermarkets,
Yes.
they are a massive one. Do you ever, I go to the gym, the amount of people that I see, again, sneezing and coughing into their hands, get one of these wipes and wipe down the surfaces.
See, they used to clean the gyms during COVID, didn't they? And
They
don't.
used to.
Was that all stopped?
That's all stopped. They still have like wipes and stuff knocking around the place, but nobody ever uses them, which
No,
is
nobody's bothered again anymore,
no one
are
cares.
they?
No one cares. So if you all get COVID
Oh.
again, I'm blaming my gym. JD Gyms, this is on you. But yes, so yeah, where else can we use them? Petrol stations, we can use them in your offices. You can use them to even wipe down surfaces. So as you saw me doing the demonstration with the high chair before, if you were to go out to a restaurant
Yeah.
and the high chairs come out and you're looking at it and you're thinking, that doesn't necessarily look very clean. Don't know if I want to put my child in that and have them eating off of the high chair surface. Get yourself some of these wipes. Whip out a wipe down the surface, and then you know that your child can eat off of that surface. It's that simple. It is one wipe per packet. What are we selling them in denominations
So
of?
we're doing them in, I'll tell you, we've got a pack of 4,
Pack of
which
4.
is, let me just double check the prices, £3.99, pack of 20 for £20, or a pack of 50 for £40.
Pack of 50 for 40, what does that work out at? About 70 something p a wipe?
Yeah.
Around that. You can
Yeah.
do the maths in the comments. We'll leave you to do that. But you can see how well these wipes do in fact work. They're going to get rid of all of your germs, your bacteria and viruses. 99.99% of them. It's going to kill them in 60 seconds. It's solvent free. And it's 100% bamboo, which again is one of the key selling points for me because it's environmentally friendly. It's environmentally friendly, and because it's bamboo, it's durable as well.
Yeah.
So the amount of times that I've had wipes, I'm trying to rip it here and I'm trying my hardest not to pull too hard so I don't rip, but I'm giving it some beans there, and that's not ripping, is it?
No.
It's not, well, I mean, obviously it's stretched, but it's a great wipe. You can use it in the home, you can use it in work, when you're traveling around. If you're a frequent traveler, for example, these might be a great thing to put in your suitcase or in your carry-on bag. When you go on the tube, when you go on the train, even if you go on a plane, because you might see the videos of them like wiping down the surfaces on planes, and you know that they are not being clean to the standard that you might like yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second, someone's lurking around the car outside.
I think they work here. They're on the break.
Should I shut the window? Well, yeah, there we go. Even in your cars, for example, when if you're going on a long trip and you might just want to freshen up your car for a little bit. If you've been sneezing, if you're ill, you've been sneezing all over your car, and you want to give your car a little wipe down. These are the perfect wipes for you to use. They are so handy, and they come in these little what would you call it? Little sachet as well.
Little pouch.
Little
yeah.
pouch. There we go. Nice little plastic packaging as well for you there.
Twice the size than the average size.
Oh, is it?
Wipes, yeah. Have we got another? I think there's a wipe down there that's. It was left on the side here. It's like in a little silver packet.
Oh wait, I think I saw it.
Those are like your standard ones that you pick up from other places.
There we go. If I can open it. So there we go. Look.
Tiny.
Like, look at the difference in
Yeah.
not just quality, but the size as well. Like, look, you can see how thin that one is. It's thin
Yeah.
and it's soaking wet. It's dripping all over the table. Whereas this one, it's nice, it's thick, it's going to be durable. Do you know what? Let's do that rip test again. See, look at that.
I know.
Because it's soaked
It's like
and
tissue.
it's full of this rubbish paper material. Look how easily that's come apart. Whereas
Yep.
then
It's
that's
like a
not going
cloth,
anywhere.
isn't it? Oh.
Literally, it's like a thick cloth. But they are in the TikTok shop now. There are so many different reasons why we need to get these wipes in your car. Get them in, stick them in your bag when you're going out with your kids. because it's getting rid of your stains and it's antibacterial as well.
Yes.
Which is a good thing, isn't it, Kirsty?
It is.
What time are you on? I don't even know what time it is. I can't even
It's
see.
22.
22? Wow. Time flies when
Time
having
is
fun, doesn't it?
flying.
What was the last thing on that thing? It was...
Scratch pen.
scratch
Screen wash
pen.
and scratch pen.
Let's do scratch pen first.
Yeah.
Come on over to my garage.
Garage.
Let me find a screw or a nail. There we go. Welcome to my garage. This is a red car bonnet. This is a nail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scratch the bonnet with my nail because I want to show you how well the AutoCare scratch pen gets rid of your surface scratches on your bonnets and on your surfaces.
I'll come in a bit.
And you're coming in.
Yeah.
So you can see, can you see them? It's just there. The lighting, let's zoom these. There we go.
There you go.
So you can see those scratches there. You think those scratches happened on your bonnet, you're thinking, oh God, I'm gonna have to go and spend hundreds of pounds in a body workshop, what are they called, body repair shops,
Yeah.
to get rid of these stains or get rid of these scratches on my bonnet. When in actual fact, it is 10 times simpler because you've got the AutoCare scratch away pen. This pen is a clear lacquered solution that works as a plaster-free pen essentially. Because what it does is it gets into the grooves and it's going to cover up those scratches to the naked eye. So if I was to come from this close, obviously I'm still going to be able to see it, but if I was to stand next to you here as the viewer, you will not be able to see that scratch on the bonnet anymore. Very simple pen to use, just have to shake it to get it primed. And once you've done that, just press on a little bit of cardboard to bring out the clear lacquer.
It's going to work on any colour.
Exactly, any colour card is going to work on. And because it's a pen, you can see the little chisel tip at the front, if you can see that.
Focus, put your hand behind. There you go.
Oh, look at that. So yeah, you can see that little chisel nib there. Whoops, throwing the pen away here. Where's it just gone? There it is. And then it's literally as simple as once the pen's been primed, I'm just going to come in and just draw down my scratch, and you can see that scratch is just starting to disappear. Now it's not going to get rid of sort of your deeper scratches where it might have gone down to the actual paint or the metal work itself, but these cosmetic scratches that you might get if you go down country lanes often, and you know you're getting your car scratched up by twigs and branches, you know, if you've had a little scuff in a car park, these are the kind of situations and scenarios where this AutoCare pen is going to work to the best of its abilities. But like we say, the sort of the more major scuffs that you might get if you was to have an actual accident or whatever, for example, it's not going to get those out, because we're not claiming it's a miracle pen by any means, but we are saying that these cosmetic scratches that you can see just there, they are going to be getting out. So you can actually see the area that I've scratched before, and you can see from up close and personal, you cannot see those scratches there, can you? You can see my leg, but you cannot see those scratches. And like I said, that's because of the clear lacquer that's in those pens. You come back over.
So I think you can get one of those pens for
$11.99, then you can get 3 for $15.99 if my memory serves me correct. Now, like I say, these are going to save you hundreds of pounds, because instead of having to, do you know what, actually, give you an example. I was at a party on Saturday, and we were outside, and I could see a big scratch down the side of my mate's car, and I'm like, what have you done to try and get rid of that paint or to get rid of that scratch? Then they said that Volvo have given them this, they've actually had to pay like 60, 70 quid for this paint kit that she had to like buff and then paint and then rebuff and blah, 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 blah. I said, listen, go and get yourself an AutoCare scratch pen and send me before and after picture of that scratch. So hopefully on Friday when I'm next on, I'll be able to show you the differences and the before and after. Before, it was a big scratch along the side of the car because someone's keyed the car. So that's another reason. If you ever get your car keyed, if you've got a bitter ex-boyfriend or girlfriend who's come and decided to key your car, again, perfect solution for you. Instead of having to go and spend hundreds of pounds in a body workshop, which you probably want to happen, you can be safe, and you can know that the scratch away pen is going to get rid of all of those scratches in 5 or 10 minutes. So because it takes so little time to dry as well, you can literally apply the pen, go inside, make yourself a brew, come back out. It's all going to be dry. Done. And then the good thing about it as well is that it's giving you UV protection as well with this pen. So, you know, it's going to work in the sun And then,
Oh,
exactly. Fortunately, never had my car keyed, but imagine if you got your car keyed by someone. You'd be absolutely livid. Not only have you broke my heart, you've now broken my car as well.
I
Like, you'd
know.
be absolutely livid. So yeah, so this is perfect kind of product for you in those kind of scenarios. If you're a bit of a Lothario, and you know, you've got a lot of women on the go, and they are going to be key in your car, get yourself an AutoCare scratch pen. It's £11.99 in the shop at the moment. Get yourself there. FutureDevelopments.shop.
Yes.
That's your AutoCare screen pen. Scratch away pen. What time is it?
It is 12:46.
12:46. Let us move on to. Excuse me, I have to stay hydrated. What am I doing? Screen wash.
Screen wash.
Let's do some screen wash. Because we're coming up to that time of year where sun's out, flies are out, the insects are out, and if you've not got any screen wash in your car, the chances are your windscreen is going to look an absolute mess. All of the dirt and the dust in the air, combined with all of the flies and the motorway and road sort of residue that you get, it is a recipe for disaster. So if you ever get caught short and you don't have any screen wash in your car, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. Don't know if it's ever happened to anyone before. There was one occasion I was on the M6 on the way to London at about 6 o'clock in the morning, but it was a nice summer's day. So the sun was coming up and I realised, oh, my windscreen's a bit smeared. Let me try and clear my windscreen. I had no screen washer fluid in my reservoir. So as I've pressed the windscreen wiper thing on, all that's happened is the dirt on the windscreen has just smeared. All over, and now I can't see.
You don't want that when
Do you
you're
know
on
what I
the
had to do?
motorway.
I had a bottle of water in the back of my car.
Oh,
I genuinely
out
had to
the
open my
window.
window
Yeah.
on the motorbike. Obviously, I went into the slow lane. I was doing like 50, squirting my windscreen and wiping at the same time. But if anything, it made it 10 times worse because it was water and there was no sort of like cleaning solution in there.
Yeah.
It's made it 10 times worse, and it's just smeared all over my windscreen. If I would have had the AutoCare Screen Wash tablets, I would have been safe. And I would have been safe because one of these tablets makes 5 litres of your screen wash solution. So have a look at this. One of these tablets is making you 5 litres of cleaning solution for one of those tablets. Here's 5 litres of water. Now, good thing about this too is it's got a little groove in the middle of that, I don't know if you can see. And it's as easy as snapping it like so. And then with each half, you're getting 2.5 litres of water per half of a tablet. I'm gonna stick it in that to make our 5, and then I'm probably going to go and fill up my car when we finish with this solution. So it's a fast dissolving tablet, so you're going to see in about 5 minutes this bottle is going to be the same as this one because of obviously the concentrate in there. Now it works down to temperatures as little as -3 degrees, which is obviously going to be good for the winter as it's got those anti-freeze properties in there as well. It has a bug smearing technology, or a bug removing technology in there. So where your water or your normal sprays might just move the bugs along the windscreen, this is going to get rid of them.
Yeah.
It's going to get rid of them, and you're going to have a zero streak or zero smear finish as well. Because there have been times where you might have got a cheaper car wash, and cheaper screen wash.
Screen wash, yeah.
You might have used a cheaper screen wash, and then when you've gone to use it, it's just smeared all over your windscreen. It's not necessarily cleared it. It's cleaned it, but it's not cleared it properly. And then when it dries, it's smeared all over your windscreen. This does not smear. It doesn't smear, and it also has a rain guard technology in there as well, which basically means that the water that comes down your windscreen, instead of forming all those big long droplets and they catch into each other, it's going to bead on your windscreen as well. Now the good thing about the beading is that it helps with visibility. So in the rain, for example, you're still going to be able to see out your windscreen whilst you're using your windscreen wipers. Then if you've ever driven in when it's been like torrential rain and you've had your windscreen wipers on like the full thing, and you can, as it's wiping, your windscreen is still covered in rain.
Yeah.
This is preventing that from happening because of the beading, the anti-beading technology in the solution. And then you can see a couple of minutes, and that is pretty much the same colour as this one. Now, with you getting 12 in a pot, literally one of those tablets is going to make 12 of these bottles. So 12 litres of screen wash, 12 bottles of 5 litre screen wash, you're going to be getting with one of those. So one of these packets. They are $11.99.
$11.99 in the shop. Yeah,
In the shop.
12,
So for 12 of those tablets, it's working out, excuse me, around £1 a tablet.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you. Come on over, Kirsty.
Yeah.
Come on over. Come on over, baby. Have a look. 12 bottles of Screen Wash there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just wanted to check to be double safe. So yeah, so those 12 bottles of Screen Wash, let's say they retail at what? 7, 8 quid? Let's say £8 for argument's sake. What's 8 times 12? 8 times 12 is 96. So you're spending nearly £100 on 12 bottles of Screen Wash. And it's not going to be, it might not necessarily have all of the product or all of the selling, the benefits that ours has. So the non-streaking, the removing the bugs and insects, the having the rain guard in there. You're getting all of that for £12, $11.99 for 12 bottles of Screen Wash. It's saving you having to carry these big cumbersome bottles in the back of your car as well. It's going to weigh down your car.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's going to increase your fuel economy. Who's got the money to be doing that at the moment? Petrol is expensive enough as it is. So if you've got a solution, or a solution like this, where we're getting you 60 litres of Screen Wash for £12, it works out at £1 for 5 litres of Screen Wash. Instead of having to pay £8, you're paying £12, but you're getting 12 full tablets, which is getting you 60 litres in total of Screen Wash. For me and Kirsty, it's a no-brainer. We don't know why you wouldn't want to do it. Get yourself in the TikTok shop, FutureDevelopments.shop.
Yeah.
.shop. It's 12:51. We've got 9 minutes left. What is the final product? Sorry, I'm just gonna leave the shop.
Those two are good put together actually, the scratch pen and the Screen Wash.
Where's
if you
the
wanted
pen
to
gone?
like buy them as a little.
Yeah, we should do. This is a bundle, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
A little car bundle.
Little car
You can get your
bundle.
AutoCare Screen Wash and you can get your AutoCare Scratch Away pen there. They are $11.99 in the shops, and as are the Screen Wash tablets. So they are, aren't they? These are $11.99 for one, $15.99 for 3. Get yourself 3 of these pens. Give them to your friends and your family.
Yeah.
If anyone is a bit of a terrible driver and they're always dinking up the car and they're always scratching it, perfect thing for them. Save them hundreds of pounds in a garage.
See, that would have been so much more useful for me when I passed my test.
Same
I
here.
remember my car bundle consisted of a pink steering wheel,
And some fluffy dice.
literally.
That is what you need. That is what you want. Right, where else can we go? Should we go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
I don't think we've done any pink magic in the bathroom,
Yeah,
have we
do
today?
pink magic in the bathroom.
Do a bit of pink magic. Where is my blue light? Let me get a cloth. Let me get some spray and let me get some foam.
Got foam in your hand.
Foam's in my hand, spray's in my hand. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the light. So how far can you get in here?
Right, we can literally just see the toilet there.
You can see the toilet, that's fine. That is fine. So, as I've been saying all morning / afternoon, if you've been joining us on TikTok as well this morning, dirt and germs are the things that make everyone ill. Now, you might look at that toilet, and because it's got no stains on it, no visible stains on it, you might think, oh yeah, that's a clean toilet. Get yourself a blue light or a black light, whatever you want to call these, and have a look at the toilet. You can see all the stains on the toilet. You can see the stains on the handle where people have been touching and not wiping. Then you can see the actual basin of the toilet where people have just been a bit odd with the aim, and for whatever reason have managed to do whatever.
Not got a
up
good
here.
aim.
Say that again.
They've not got a good aim.
Not got a good aim in
No.
the slightest. So I've bought the foam and the spray here because I want to show you the differences. So I'm going to spray on the lid, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the foam, and I'm going to come around the hinges. Now I'll put the foam in the hinges because obviously these are the hard to reach places that we never really clean. And if you were to get this spray on there and you sprayed it in there, you're not going to be able to get into all of the different crevices that you need to get into to get the back of that clean. So with the foam, what the foam will do is it will grab hold of all of the stains and the germs and the dirt and the bacteria that are in those hinges, and it's going to pull them out. And it's going to pull them out to allow me to come in and just wipe around the surface dead nice. Now, usually on a dirtier toilet that hasn't been cleaned every day, like this one is, you'll see as the PINKMAGIC foam starts to work its magic, it's going to pull those stains out, and you're going to be left with a nice yellowy, greeny, browny colour around your hinges there, because that's all the years or however long you recently cleaned your toilet. Those weeks and days of build up behind those hinges.
Pipes at the back as well, I think.
Brilliant.
Foam
The
round
pipes at the back.
They never get done.
They
really.
never get clean, so we can see it. There's even some spiders down here as well.
Oh.
So if I just come in and just spray my pipe here, again, as well as knowing that it's going to be clean and all of the stains are going to be removed, the antibacterial properties of PINKMAGIC are going to make sure that those pipes now are nice and antibacterialized. So let's just wipe the lid. Come in. I'll just wipe those hinges. I don't think I sprayed the base in, did I? Spray the base in, spray the lid. And then let's give that a wipe.
And you only need to leave that on for 1 minute.
Say that again, sorry?
You only need to leave it on for the 1 minute.
Exactly,
so you
yeah,
can
leave
spray
it on
the
for a
shower,
minute.
toilet, sink, and then go back round and...
Yeah, personally, I do a spray relay. Where's my foam? So I might go and spray my toilet, then I leave that for a minute, then I'd spray my shower head, leave that for a minute.
Yeah.
And then I could spray, I don't know, my shower doors, because as well as being antibacterial, it still removes all these stains as well. So if you wanted to freshen up your shower door handles, for example, you could do. I'll just put the spray on there. The spray is going to grab hold of all of the old dirt and the germs, and it's going to grab hold and it's going to dissipate and pull them away. So that when I come to wipe them, I'm going to be able to wipe them off with ease. Could you grab me a cloth, please, so I'm not cross-contaminating?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And then simply as wiping like so.
Gets all the watermarks off as well, doesn't
Exactly. I
it?
was just about to say, took the words out of my mouth. If you were to use it on the inside of your shower head, you're able to get rid of all of your watermarks, all of those streaks, all of that soap scum that you find in the showers from time to time. And it's doing that because of the stain removing properties of the PINKMAGIC. So as well as being an antibacterial multi-surface cleaner that gets rid of 99.99% of germs, viruses and bacteria in 1 minute, it is also a great stain remover. So once I've just done that now, make sure I don't mess up the cloth. I'm going to throw that one there, sorry.
It's okay.
Dirty toilet cloth on your toe. And then have a look at this now. So I've just given it a spray, I've wiped it down, and now all of the toilet is clean. There's no germs on it, there's no bacteria. If I wanted to, I could eat off the toilet. I'm not going to.
Not going
because
to.
I have plates. But if I wanted to, I could, because it's a food safe product as well. And I know that 99.99% of all of those germs, bacteria and viruses have been killed. And that's all been done in 1 minute. Now we keep emphasizing it's 1 minute because this antibacterial sort of surface cleaners that are out at the moment, they will all tell you to wait for 3 minutes, for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. And I don't know about you, but I do not have that time to wait when I'm trying to clean up my house.
No.
As you've seen me in there in the bathroom, I could do a quick relay. First I could spray my toilet. I could leave my toilet for a minute. Then I could spray my shower, leave my shower for a minute. Then I could spray my sink. And then by the time that I finish spraying all of those, by the time I finish spraying the last one, I can go back to the first one and then start wiping down and literally work my way around like that. Because it is so much easier than having to spray and then wait for 10 minutes. And the thing with the sprays as well is that you spray the spray on items and it just drips off. Because, because it doesn't hold on to anything.
You
I could
lose
literally
half the
spray
product then, don't
exactly. You're losing half of it it's just always on the floor, in the bottom of your toilets. So get yourselves the PINKMAGIC Amazing High Foam Cleaner. Get yourself a bottle of the concentrate. Get yourself the, well, yeah, it's the foam and the concentrate, isn't it? Then you're able to get the reusable bottles in the shop. All of these products that you've seen this morning on Facebook and YouTube are in our TikTok shop. They're also on the Future Developments website, which is futuredevelopments.shop.
Yeah.
Go and have a look on the shop and let me know what you want.
There's bundles on there as well, so you can mix and
There's bundles on there too. You can mix
ones.
and match. You can get a bottle of your PINKMAGIC foam. You can get a bottle of the, we'll have it to hand. The the BLUEMAGIC foam, we can get those on as a bundle at the moment. How much is a bundle, Kirsty? Do you know?
So a bundle for the foam is £15, so
15
that's free
quid,
delivery
there you
as
go.
well.
Get them to get yourself some free delivery. It's a no-brainer. All these products that we sell have been designed to make your lives easier, save you time, save you effort and save you money, because no one's got time anymore, no one's got any money anymore, and no one can be bothered doing anything.
Yeah.
So if we can combine those things and make products for you to make your lives easier, save you money, save you effort, why would we not? Why would we not do that? Kirsty, I believe it's 1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock.
It is 1 o'clock. That means the show is over. I have nothing more to say to any of you. Goodbye. Love you all. I will see you on Friday.